Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
11.
They'll go again to Jones. Room here to run. Across midfield. He's on his way. And all the way in for Cincinnati score. A big play there. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now Lamar changing the play. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
On second down, Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rose. Ooh, the juke. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On second down now, it's Rose. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Rose. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Rose. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now a handoff up the middle. Rose. And the step will come inside the 5 at the 4.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Lamar changing the look. Touchdown on the year and 3rd overall. And the Ravens are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
That's a great response here in this first quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guys scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Bengals take over a first down 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Now it's 2nd and 10. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taken right around the 44. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's complete, left side to Bateman. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that? Who
are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On second down, it's Rose. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Up the middle they go. Rose. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rose. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
On second down now, it's Rose. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Third and 4. This time Jackson will throw it. And that is incomplete.
The offense is always trying to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. from the left hash. It's a 42-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Dafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Gun. Cut. 11.
On second down, it's Jones. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Ready?
3rd down and 13. And they go play action now. Burrow able to find the open man. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. The Bengals sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
Here we go.
3rd down and 10. And Burrow going to change the play. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
Here's 3rd and 10. Now they'll audible to something else.
11, Thomas. 11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Caught on the right side by Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. So what did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a handoff up the middle. Rose. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Rose. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
One more, ready?
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. It's Rose, and he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the the middle. Rose. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rose. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Bengals 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
At the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
2nd and 10.
Jackson now.
Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
On third down, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
They're on the 46-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On the counter, here's Jones. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight. Big stop, let's go. 11 MT, 11 MT. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
At this point in the game, and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Burrow.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Rose. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
On first down, Rose. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers. All of them kind of moving as one, and look at the end result. Big plays.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And quickly, they get to the line.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Burrow changing things up here. That's on the guard, Alex Kappa. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
12.
Play action. It's Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
28-yard line. A gain of 10 brings up 2nd and 5.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith, as he gets the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
11.
Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
11 mighty.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Hey, how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
12. 11, Tommy. 11.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On 2.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The slot man in motion right. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. Oh, look at the juke. And, boy, some nifty running, but he's still going to come up about a yard shy.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 11 yards. It's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
11 Thomas.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He sets up the screen to Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser.
Here we go.
Here's 3rd and 3.
12. 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bengals go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now, after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back them up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now Jackson back into his end zone. Looking deep here for Flowers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. On his horse. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here for an injured player, and that's Jamar Chase, who is in some obvious discomfort right now. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
On 1, ready?
2nd and 5. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 11.
They go play action with Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting it and by him going up and getting it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they can get the ball to the end zone.
First down. Here's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the Ravens' 20-yard line.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Here we go.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
11 MT.
Burrow will throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Gun.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now Burrow going to change things up. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5.
11 Thomas. 11.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. To throw, Burrow. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. This to potentially send us to overtime. McPherson's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Up the middle they go. It's Dawson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. First throw in overtime now for Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down. Now what can Jackson do here in overtime? That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Just straight money right there. The biggest drive of the game, a chance to win it in overtime. If they've been saving that play, they sure pulled it out at the right time. A huge turn of events there.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Rose. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
There he goes again. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones. Sometimes you get bad ones. Sometimes you get great ones. And that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown? Or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked out all the way through is going to give you the play we saw to win the game? Because I know everyone's thinking that was something that they just drew up. It might have been something they've been working on, and now they got the right matchup.
So for Baltimore, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.